Hello guys and welcome back to another Haymanager video. Today I'll be discussing the Euro fullbacks. This is the second part of the full Euro England team series I'm going to be doing, and I'll do a final team prior to the actual tournament. So I'm going to kick it off straight away with the three fullbacks that I think should be highlighted from this year, and then we'll do a slight comparison towards the end. So this year I think Aaron Cresswell has had a phenomenal season. West Ham sitting in those top 4, top 5 positions. I think they're going to get Europe this season, and Cresswell has been a key part of that season. Matches played, he's played 31 matches this year, 2,748 minutes. He's had 7 assists already this season with 29 tackles and 0.43 dribbles per 90, which is decent enough for a left back, say. Overall, I think his set piece ability is phenomenal. From the dead ball positions, he really can whip in a ball, but also it's just his crossing ability and also finding the passes, getting forward. He's very, very good at doing so. 29 tackles this year shows that he's a bit more reserved as a fullback. He likes to drop back a bit deeper. Doesn't really get forward as much, doesn't really jump into tackles as much. Whether or not you see that as a weakness, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I think Aaron Cresswell probably deserves a call up this season, but will we see him get one? I don't believe so. Gareth Southgate does have his favourites, but 7 assists, you can't really argue with the fact that Cresswell has had a phenomenal season so far with West Ham. We then move on to probably the most definitive pick in this England side at the moment on form per position. It's Luke Shaw. 35 games this season, 2,678 minutes, 6 assists, 66 tackles and 1.76 dribbles per 90. This guy has been unreal this season, absolutely unreal. The amount of crosses he's whipped in, he's really perfected his ability from that left-hand side to overlap and really have an effective outcome rather than just whipping a ball in regardless of the position that he's in. He has managed to find a way to add sort of that final element to his football ability, to his overall play. He's found that final product, which is fantastic for him. He was fantastic defensively anyway, I thought. Really solid at the back when partnered with Maguire. I think Luke Shaw has been unreal this season. He's a definitive pick in this side, alongside probably John Stones. And yeah, absolutely unreal for Luke Shaw. I think this is our starting left back for the Euros. There's not much more you can say about Luke Shaw. Then the final player that we'll highlight is Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker, 36 matches played this season, which has kind of gone under the radar because City have had a very inconsistent sort of team, but Kyle Walker's played a lot of games this season, 2,868 minutes as well, so he's not really come on for 70 minutes or the last 10 minutes of the half. He is playing a lot of football, which I don't really remember seeing. He's got 1 assist so far this season, as he's a very defensive fullback. He's got a lot of pace to him. He's very physical, much like Luke Shaw, I'd like to say, but doesn't really get forward to whipping those crosses as much as City have their sort of front 5 to do so. Tackles 48, but dribbles per 90, 2.09 proves he likes to bring it out from the back, get down those flanks. Even so, he plays a bit inverted where he cuts inside a bit and tries to play in between the lines of the centre-backs and stuff. So I do really like Kyle Walker. I think he's had a very good season so far. He's been very good in the FA Cup. He's played in sort of like a Pep system where they do like the full-backs to sort of be a bit more compact and play as defensive midfielders, where he drops into that midfield role and just plays 1-2 with Rodri and so in the midfield. Kyle Walker, a player that I think should be going to the Euros for sure as well. But then we'll have a look at the comparison now just to see which players probably should be going as well. So the fullbacks have compiled all the stats. This is as of the second week of March, I think the 14th of March. So just before the international break, maybe before the game, just before the international break as well. So you can see I've got Wan-Bissaka, Alexander Arnold, Luke Shaw, Walker, Reece James, Cresswell, Chilwell and Trippier. All English fullbacks. Let's just say that 4 of these will definitely be going to the Euros. Out of every player here, we've got Wan-Bissaka, who's played 40 games so far this season, the least being Chilwell and Trippier. I think Trippier had a bit of an injury as well as Chilwell had a bit of an injury as well. 28 games between them. Assists-wise, Cresswell with 7, but a big shout out to Arnold and Shaw, who have 6 and 5 respectively. Same with James and Chilwell, but Arnold, a bit of a different one here because Liverpool have had probably a lacking season, if anything, but 5 assists still proves that he's on the top of his game. We've then got SCA, which is shot creating action, so this involves getting fouled, which leads to a shot, crosses, passes, through balls, key dribbles, pre-assists, stuff like that, which leads to shot creating opportunity. As you can see, Luke Shaw heads that by a mile, 3.54. He has been outstanding this season, going on that left-hand side, overlapping, cutting inside, producing basically what can be an opportunity to create a chance on goal. As well as that, Alexander Arnold, you've got a highlight out there as well, and Reece James have been phenomenal at that as well, coming in on that right hand side for Arnold and James. Very good players coming down those flanks, just being able to sort of create an opportunity from nothing or make their own chances to cross balls into the box. That's probably the key thing to their play. Then we've got successful dribbles. We then see Reece James smashing that out of the park. Luke Shaw, Kyle Walker, Wan-Bissaka surprisingly, and Trippier as well, being very good in those positions. I think successful dribbles are a great stat sort of to show in this because it shows how comfortable players are on the ball. So for example, Cresswell, not a very successful dribbler, he's not very technical, probably can't take it around the player, but very good from those dead ball positions. Tackles wise now, a fullback has to be good at tackling, and who better than Wan-Bissaka with 103 tackles, nearly double as many as the rest of the cavalry on here. 62 for Luke Shaw, which is second most there, but 29 for Cresswell is still a bit of a concern for me. As a fullback, you probably want him to try and jump in on a few tackles, but 29 in only 31 games is a bit of a worrying sign for me. Dribblers tackled percentage-wise, you see Luke Shaw tackling 55% of his opposition, so going down the flanks, we like to see players really not getting beat, if anything. And then, as you can see, Chilwell, probably the worst for that, 36%. That's nearly a third of the time he's tackling the person that's dribbling past him. 2/3 of the time you're going to see someone get past Chilwell, which isn't fantastic for a full-back, as then you leave your centre-backs exposed and it becomes a bit of a hazard for that back line. And then clearances, I thought that I'd add that in there just to show how good a player is, probably their knowledge and their positioning. 99 clearances for Wan-Bissaka. You could say that, or you could say that they're not very comfortable at passing it out from back. As you can see there, Kyle Walker, 34 clearances in 36 games. It sort of proves that he likes to pass it off, maybe pass it backwards, be a bit more calm, a bit more composed on the ball. So yeah, I'd love to know who you think is going to be going to the Euros as our fullbacks. I think personally Luke Shaw and probably Alexander Arnold, if not Kyle Walker. I think Kyle Walker probably deserves a bit of a go out there. If not, I'd like to see maybe Chilwell get an opportunity in there, and Wan-Bissaka. As a Manchester United fan, Wan-Bissaka is fantastic, but he's not very creative. That is the one big key difference for what you need in this sort of England setup. Is a bit of a creativity in there. Kyle Walker and Alexander Arnold will probably be the two right backs for me. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you are new, let me know down below who you think will be going, as I said. And yeah, hope you have a great day. From me, Alex. See you later. Ciao.